I love you guys. Welcome to the show. Let's jump right in. If I may, hit that like early. Remind people that we're here because I'm on at a different time, so people don't know I'm here. So it helps if you hit the like immediately. Whatever site you're on, YouTube in particular, it really helps. So if you're on YouTube, just smash the like now. Again, if I suck, you can remove it later and go and you could write a mea culpa to anyone who follows your social media. Is like, I liked it, but I was kind of wrong about that, and I owe you and everyone who follows me an apology. You can do that if you want to. You won't have to, because this is going to be a good time. Let's get started. So here you go. For those of you that don't know, and I can't believe you don't, this is Lauren Boebert, and Beetlejuice, and she's famous for groping her date like she was running a flight simulator made out of wet clay. And he was, of course, groping her like he was trying to make a balloon make a squeak noise, but there was too much water on it. He didn't have the strength to pop a water balloon, but he gave it the old college try, or maybe perhaps the high school third date try, maybe perhaps. Anyways, yeah, she was, I'm surprised no one has made a video of that where they've just put in like oink oink noises, because good Lord, simmer. Anyways, she's switching districts. She's or I believe what the GOP calls it. She's being trans district. She's identifying as living in another district. Like what's a good phrase for it? Voter fraud. That's right. All right. But she explains it. Who am I to put words or anything in her mouth? Sounds, to quote Dr. Venkman, sounds like it might be a little crowded in there. That said, hold on, I've got to move my laptop and put this underneath it to cool it off, because we have an overheating issue when I do the show on this laptop. Anyways, Patreon, thank you guys so much for supporting the show. We're gonna get a bigger laptop after the first of the year, thanks to you guys. Stick with me. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah, you loathe that she represents your state. Oh, yeah, Slayer Chick is in Colorado. Maybe you'll get lucky, Slayer Chick, and she'll keep moving districts until she's out of the state. I gotta say, she'd be very welcome in Idaho. And not just because there's a punny kind of name. That's terrible. Look, hoes gotta eat. Hoes gotta eat. Winky, dinky, hoe cake. Now here we go. By the way, John Witherspoon, rest in peace.
Hey everyone, I hope you had a great Christmas with your family and loved ones. I hope it was full of laughter and joy.
Absolutely, it was, and interestingly enough, we didn't really go to any live performances for fear that while it would be very family oriented on the stage, I was concerned about who they might sit me next to.
After all, joy is not just a suggestion; it is our battle plan.
What? Joy is our battle plan. Sit the fuck. What? What does that even mean? Joy is our battle plan? Okay, it's going to take me a minute. I got to wrap my head around that one for a second. Joy is our battle. No. Wouldn't joy be the outcome and say, I don't know. Well, so let's see. Okay, so let's say your goal is joy, and to get to that joy, you have a myriad of options in activities you could do. You could give someone presents. You could make their wish come true or something. You could, I don't know, perhaps they just, they found out that they're dying. Like everyone is. They're probably going to live to, well into their 90s, but they just found out that they're not, immortal. And so they're dealing with it, and they're like, I want to make a wish too, just because I'm in my mid-40s and I'm going to live till I'm 95. I still feel like, I'm acutely aware of my mortality, and if I could have my wish come true, it would be to have my dingle-dongle fladangled in eighth row aisle seat of a questionable musical about a movie that was fine the way it was. Joy is our battle plan. Christ. Joy is our battle plan, and fondling is our tactic. Wanka, wanka, flappity, flappity. All right, fine. Jesus Christ. Joy is our battle plan. Shut the fuck up.
Now for this video, let's get right to it.
Yeah, let's get right to it. Fucking, hold on. Fucking, all right. Sorry, I didn't realize. Sorry, I just had an OnlyFans flashback. My bad. Go ahead.
Today, I am announcing my candidacy for the 2024 Republican nomination to represent Colorado's 4th Congressional District.
Home of also known as the red lipstick capital of the world. Seriously, did she just audition for a close-up to be the narrator of Rocky Horror Picture Show? For Christ's sake. I'm just saying, it's a lot. I'd dial it back a touch. I mean, in this lighting, I understand. I look like kind of like a melted white chocolate milkshake, but I get it. It's just kind of the building. The room is tan and beige. The doors are tan and beige. The lighting's very dim. I can't do much. But what the shit?
In the United States House of Representatives. It's the right move for me personally, and it's the right decision for those who support our conservative movement.
You mean moving to a safe district, unlike the one you're in, which is a purple district that you won by less than a percentage point last time?
This is the right move for Colorado.
That's right, and she's got all the right moves. Bad baby, bad baby. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
For us. Since the first day I ran for public office, I promised I would do whatever it takes.
Yeah, we thought it was sort of a euphemism, though. I gotta be honest. I did not think, I thought, when people say they'll do whatever it takes, seldom, when this is like a zipping sound, it's meant in jest. If you don't,
Stop the socialists and communists from taking over our country.
Success. So, Grant, now there aren't any. And so I guess, what a great way to, I mean, is there a Guinness Book of World Records for the quickest win in a sports competition where there is no other team? Yeah, congrats. I would just step down. Yeah, you beat the communists and the fascists or whatever. Well, you joined one group. Never mind.
That means staying in the fight. But it also means not allowing Hollywood elites and progressive money groups to buy the 3rd district.
Excuse me, real quick. So, if progressive groups and the Hollywood elite are buying the 3rd district, are you saying that they're supporting you and that's why you're moving to the 4th district? What? Actually, you're kind of, if you think you're going to win or you thought you were worth having in office, technically speaking, aren't you letting them do it, just tapping out? What the shit?
That they have no business owning. I will not allow dark money that is directed at destroying me personally to steal this seat.
Oh, Hollywood elite. She means Beetlejuice. No, she means, I'm kidding. She means Beetlejuice. You're not going to allow dark money to steal this election. It won't matter if you're running in another. What impact? What? Also, I assume you mean Hollywood, Florida.
Not fair to the 3rd district and the conservatives there who have fought so hard for our
Say hard again. I'm sorry.
Victories, of which I'm incredibly grateful. Personally, This announcement is a fresh start following a pretty difficult year for me and my family.
Really? But I'm not aware. What? Do tell. And speak slowly because some people are having trouble with their belts. And really, it's been a rough year for you and your family. Has it? Was oh, I gotta be honest because I wouldn't be surprised if that guy that was in the theater with you was a family member, but I didn't know he was. I didn't know he was. I didn't honestly. I was like, he's because you're not married, so. Is he a... Please tell me he's at least a second cousin.
I had never been in politics before, and I'd never been through a divorce, something I never intended to go through.
Politics or the divorce?
I've made my own personal mistakes.
Was it a mistake? What was the mistake? The doing it in public, or at all, or with that guy, or all of the above? Or I'm going to go with in public because the rest of it, I honest to God, my chat, nobody gives a shit. We really don't. If you'd have done all that stuff in a parked car and somebody walked up and shined a fucking flashlight in your window and filmed you doing it, a lot of us would be like, nah, I kind of don't give a shit. Kind of don't. Really don't. It's gross and I don't want to see it because, no matter what, you're an attractive woman, but that I don't need to see that. That's not interesting. That's just weird. And none of my business, really. We do just wave that off. That said, I think it was the whole it's not a mistake. You didn't slip and your hand didn't slip onto his dick. It didn't. Continued groping. The first grope might have been a mistake. Like you can brush somebody like, oh, excuse me. But once you start basically like motorboating someone, Yeah, I don't know if you could call that a mistake at all.
And have owned up and apologized for them. It's tested my faith, my strength, and my abilities both as a mom and a congresswoman.
Why? How? How? I get the tested your faith part because unless, I don't. I don't understand. So God was supposed to like put a veil of ignorance over over the eyes of everyone looking on. So like they're not supposed to see me grope in the theater. The Lord is supposed to protect me from their sinful vision. The devil's sinful Jewish laser beam eyes that could see it. The Lord was supposed to put a smoke screen around us so we could do we could bump uglies in public. And also, how did it test you as a congressperson? Because you were embarrassed in public by your own actions? What the hell does that have to do with... Would that somehow be different if you were like the leading real estate agent in your area or even the third? Probably the fifth. Probably just somebody who got their license and... Never mind.
It's been humbling and challenging, but it's also given me perspective and helped me grow.
How so?
I cannot put into words how grateful I am for everyone who is...
Sorry, the word is grateful?
And helped me grow. I cannot put into words how grateful I am for...
Grateful. All right, sure.
Everyone who has steadfastly stood alongside of me in the 3rd District.
Yes, they're just resilient, with like steely spines. What's the word? Erect, turgid, if I may.
Across America. The relationships we have cultivated over the past few years.
And I cannot thank the cast of Beetlejuice enough.
Are deeply cherished and unbreakable.
Well, maybe if you'd built some of those relationships in your actual district, you wouldn't have to be moving to a safe district. Just going out on a limb.
2024 is going to be tough. We cannot lose the 3rd, and Colorado's 4th District is hungry for an unapologetic defender of freedom.
Yeah, they're just salivating at the idea. They're licking their chops at the idea. They're hungry.
A proven track record of standing strong for conservative principles.
Except, well, the family and the I'm just all right. I wouldn't say that's, you know what? I'm not a conservative. What do I know? What do I know? How would I even dare to even try to understand what defines modern conservatism? I don't even know what it means anymore.
Have to protect our majority in the House, win the Senate, and win the presidency.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
President Trump has made it very clear that when we take back the White House,
you're going to scrub the internet of all the Epstein flight logs to... No, that's not... Okay.
Needs our conservative voices heard loud and clear.
Yeah. Loud and clear. Oh, yeah. So loud and so clear. Yeah. I just... It's always good when I learned that in Cheer Squad, always to flick your head on a word you mean.
I love Colorado's third, and I
but not enough to stay.
Continue working as hard as I can
to not be a representative for your district. It's it's going to take some work. I've got a couple of papers to sign and then it's over.
The remainder of my term to be a great representative for everyone.
Yeah, not everyone. Just honest to God, like you won by less than a percentage point. A good portion of the voters think you're an asshole. Just saying.
District. But I also spent years living on the Front Range and
the Front Range? Is that a Colorado term? Front lines, home on the range. Home on Front Range. Yeah. Where the deer and the dinglings play. Front Range? Is that a thing? I'm not familiar with that. It may be what they call it, but it's very odd.
Years representing rural America.
Rural America. Rural? You mean rural America? As in woods, sticks, outside the city? Rural America.
Years living on the Front Range and years representing rural America.
Okay, first of all, maybe the Front Range means the stove that's right behind her, which I don't believe. Also, rural America. Okay.
The 3rd and 4th congressional districts comprise nearly 85% of Colorado's footprint and have less than 20 people per square mile.
So I should be able to win it because there's barely anybody there. I mean, we can't afford to lose districts that are gigantic where almost no one knows anyone else. It's fantastic. There are more strangers in my district than, when the guy I'm dating sits on his left hand. And he does this because it's interesting. The stranger is all right.
Rural America deserves a strong voice that fights for their freedoms.
Yes, and it has to be loud because they won't hear you because everyone is miles and miles away.
The American people are struggling with groceries, inflation, utility bills.
Yeah. Okay, I understand what you're saying. What you mean is they're struggling with the cost of groceries and utility bills. They're not actually having difficulty understanding what groceries are. Ordinary groceries are so hard to handle. That's why we've created Bag. Thanks, Bag. I can put my groceries in this and I'm no longer struggling with groceries. Is that what you call it, by the way? Is that what you call it when you're sitting next to the dude and you reach over in his lap and is that struggling with groceries? Is that what you mean? Is that what's happening? You want to go home and struggle with the groceries a little? Struggling with groceries. Struggling with the cost of groceries, you dumbass.
Other monthly expenses that were fueled by Biden's spending spree.
Yes, his spending spree. His spending spree that, of course, was mostly done during the Trump administration, like $7 trillion of it.
I know all too well how damaging the liberals have been to our entire state here in Colorado.
Yeah, do you? Yeah, because you're standing in a brand new home with a special backsplash with that like whatever that New York subway style stuff that's extra expensive compared to the cheapo backsplash they always chuck in those houses on HGTV. You know what I'm talking about? The kind of stuff that looks like the see-through glass, you know, at hexagons, that kind of shit. But you managed to get all that brand new spot. I mean, you're in a new home. Obviously, you're single and ready to mingle, as it were, and you don't have the kids dirtying the place up. Is that the idea? I don't know. Or did you just do a big thorough cleaning right before you went on, or are you actually in an Airbnb right now until you settle in your new district or some shit? What is happening?
I will be moving to the 4th in 2024.
Oh, well, that's nice of you. So you can learn, so you can understand the district better, and you can be close to like 20 of the people in it.
I'll continue to take my conservative fight directly to them. And the Aspen donors, George Soros, and Hollywood actors that are trying to buy this seat, well, they can go pound sand. We aren't.
There's no sand in Colorado. Maybe you should say pound snow. Just because it's Colorado. Just, never mind.
To give them the opportunity to steal the third.
What the fuck are you talking about? What you're saying is that if you stay in there, you will lose. What do you mean steal it? You're just giving it up to them. Your ass is sand. Paul Young in the chat room, shame on you. What is happening? You pack snow, you pound sand. I understand. They can go pack snow. What the head? All right.
Republicans will hold the third, and I'll proudly represent the fourth.
I'm not going to let them steal the third because I would lose it. So I'm not going to hand them the third.
Republicans will be stronger for it.
Why?
The future.
Oh, you're blaming me. I see. Well, it's true. All right.
Our country is on the line. I'm going to continue to fight every day to secure the border.
Hi, dum-dum. Listen, no single congressional seat in this country decides the track of this fucking country. Sorry, you're the thickest group in the elected world in the House. Honest to God. It's a fucking coin toss throughout Colorado anyways. The reality is you're going to lose in the fourth more than likely. It's just, were they going to vote for you because they got nobody else?
Stop to Bidenomics and reduce inflation. Increase water storage. Support ranchers and farmers. Responsibly develop.
Increase water storage. You know, because Biden's been so anti-water.
American energy and minerals. Stop wokeism and get our country back on track.
That's right. Get it back on track by, moving my particular track to another area entirely. Moving on down the track, as it were.
I did not arrive at this decision easily. A lot of prayer, a lot of tough conversations, and
And so I guess you prayed a lot. And every time you prayed, you were like, Lord, please help me get elected. And he was like, no, you suck. I'm going to make sure you lose. It's part of my plan. But I fuck off. Move on. But Lord, it's a lot of, this is my 8th prayer. Keep praying. Maybe he'll change his mind. I'm not going to change my mind.
Of perspective had convinced me that this is the best way I can continue to fight for Colorado.
Yes, by abandoning my district and going to one where everyone is spaced out over thousands of square miles.
For the conservative movement and for my children's future and for the future of our great country.
So you're just going to yank them out of a school district and move, or that's the nearest place you can move to without leaving the state?
I love you.
All right, look. This is a little sudden. And I gotta say, I've been wanting to hear those words for a very long time, but They're a little hard to take, considering I saw you doing the slap and tickle with another man. Please tell me this is just something you say as a tick. Sorry, did I cut her off before she said long time?
Appreciate all of your support more than you will ever know.
That's probably true, because I'm not really gonna, nothing you could say or do that would make anybody feel like you really appreciate it. I appreciate it more than you'll know, because nothing I ever do will make you feel appreciated, so I guess you're just fucked.
May God continue to bless you. May He
I did not sneeze, but I appreciate the sentiment.
His hand over our great nation.
Okay, I'm so glad she said great nation.
God bless America. Thank you all.
No, thank you. No, hey. Thank you. Huh? With the, all right. That's it. Okay, so that's her announcement. I think if anybody is thinking of moving to Colorado, I suggest move to the 4th District first, and then you can, reevaluate later. Yeah, nothing wrong with voting for a grandma. By the way, I just want you to know that her district is taking this very well. So the whole, the entire district is like, they're, what are they saying? She's abandoning us. And she's abandoning us. Colorado MAGA voter attacks grifter bimbo Lauren Boebert. One constituent of Rep. Lauren Boebert is attacking her former lawmaker for, quote, abandoning us after she decided it is the 3rd district in order to run in the more GOP safe haven 4th district. Lou Cameron, who boasts more than nearly 9,500 followers on Getter. Wow. That's like 1 million followers in Twitter in Getter years or whatever. Posted a video, expressing her unbridled disgust. Are we going to be able to watch this? Oh, access denied. Oh, that's just sad. I can't watch it, you rat. They didn't pull it or something? Come on, you didn't lift it? She also okay, this is the, what are you doing here? Here you go. Lou Cameron said, expressing her unbridled disgust toward her carpetbagger congresswoman, claiming she's running away a little like a scared little bunny rabbit. I have to say bunny is kind of a interesting phrase, that particular. Claiming she's running away like a scared little bunny rabbit from a very tough race in a purple district and abandoning us because she can't take the heat. What are you doing here? Get your ass back home and defeat Adam Frisch. Frisch, who lost to Boebert by less than 1 point, has already spiked the football on it. Boebert is running scared even before the Beetlejuice debacle that embarrassed her constituents. Our campaign was polling ahead of Boebert because voters saw that we were showing up in their communities and appreciate the hard work, authenticity, sincerity, and independence that this campaign embodies. Cameron piled on, labeling Boebert a sellout and comparing her actions to those of a grifter whose primary concern is to get herself reelected. Where would you get that idea? She also suspects Boebert doesn't want to be broke. She lost her restaurant, divorced her husband, and I'm not sure if she has any source of income outside her congressional salary. So that's what it's all about. Fucking hokey pokey, get you every time. She's just trying to save her job. She thinks she's so popular that she's just entitled to just keep on collecting your taxpayer money. Oh, good. Here you go. This is fantastic.
Lauren Boebert is running away like a scared little bunny rabbit from very tough
Did she wear the outfit, though? I'm not... Okay, never mind.
Race in a purple district to go...
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to open this in the YouTube because it's easier to play.
She's abandoning us to a...
Are you going to be okay?
Democrat because she can't take the heat.
Of a Democrat, the hot Democrat. She's reading her notes. It's good. She's learned something from all those Don Jr. videos. Either that or she's looking down on me, which I believe she probably is in general. Hi. Hello.
So now she's going to go run in one of the most conservative districts in the nation, not just.
Oh no, is that the case? That I guess so. So what? So is that the key to conservatism? Is live so far away from other people that you have a good reason to go, people just take care of themselves. How do you know? Because I never see them.
Colorado, like the whole country. This is a deep, deep red district here.
Yeah, like a dog's penis. I get it. But so why the fuck would they vote for a carpetbagger, groper, divorcee, or even a woman at that? How conservative are we talking? I mean, is it so? If it's that conservative, aren't those the ones that think that women should stay at home? Right? If they're really pegging the needle, I mean, shit or get off the pot.
Democrat has virtually no chance of winning. What are you doing here? Get your ass back home and defeat Adam Frisch.
Why would I? You're talking to her. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to me because you switched, your narrative POV, and it's very confusing.
You sellout.
Well, I mean, I'm very popular. I agree. I never intended to be kind of a niche artist. For Christ's sake, I mean, my heroes have always been people like Steve Martin, Billy Crystal, and Dave Allen, and things like that. I'm not trying to be some sort of. I don't get my points being some sort of basement comedy club lady. I like mass appeal because I like bringing laughter to. Oh, you're not talking to me. I'm sorry. I took it personally for a second. I don't know why I did that. It's probably because of the Christmas tree. Oh, they edited, or she did a swipe edit. Okay, George Lucas, simmer the fuck down. That was quite the swipe. That was.
Why would you abandon your district to a Democrat and then go run in a district where a Democrat has no chance of winning?
Probably to stay in office. Because you can't. Because you think. I mean, I'm not defending her, but I'm saying it makes logical sense if she thinks it's important for her to be in office, and if there's not somebody. I mean, is she pushing somebody out there? Is that a new district or another district where, who the fuck, is that person leaving? Why do you give a fuck? Is there another Republican you'd rather vote for? Maybe we'll learn. I don't know. I wish I gave a shit about the internal strife of your party, but I can't get past the point that you positioned yourself in front of your Christmas tree, but you weirdly have the wall edge showing right there, which looks like your frame is cut off, and it's never mind.
That doesn't make any sense. That does nothing to protect our majority in the House. That's nonsense.
I agree, but I also think nonsense could really be Boebert's middle name, or even her campaign strategy, like vote nonsense. You know what I mean? Have you seen her speak? If she's a nonsensical grifter, carpetbagger, even if she's a Republican, why would you want to inflict her on the nearest Colorado district? Why would you want her in office? Why do you think somebody that's that backstabby and full of shit? Oh, because you don't give a shit about America. This is about this is about kind of a cultish affectation towards Trump or something. Sorry, my bad. So yeah. Oh, by the way, have you seen Trump's rallies lately? They're like a fifth the size they are as far as venue as they were before, and they're only half full. I just thought I'd point that out.
I am so mad about this.
I'm glad you wrote it down though, unless you're looking in my lap, which I'm just look okay. Boebert is a physically attractive woman, but at my age and level of maturity, psychosexually, I kind of have to like a woman's soul and spirit, her personality, or think very highly of her, even if she's, traditionally attractive, for me to get excited about the person. I mean, because shit ain't worth it, you know? I think, don't ask me how I learned that lesson. It wasn't pretty. But, you know, I've got to, you know, plus I'm lucky enough to have a lovely lady in my life who's, you know, both attractive and a good soul. Something you would, I'm sorry, you don't need to hear this. Don't look in my lap and lick your lips, lady. This is I'm getting very Boebert-y vibes. Is any... I don't know how to even take this.
These are the actions of a grifter whose primary concern is to get herself reelected. You know.
Hi. You do realize that hasn't changed since she ran the first time? That's not gonna... All right.
I think it's because she doesn't want to be broke. She lost her restaurant and divorced her husband, and, you know, I'm not sure if she has any source of income outside her congressional salary. So that's what it's all about. She's just trying to save her job. She thinks she's so popular. She's entitled. You know
what? Having grown up in the South and in what would constitute very red districts, it's so nice to know that nothing has changed. That really what rural communities are about is about gossipy, like shit talking of people while seeing them on the street and going, "Hi, how are you doing? Good to see you." Oh my God, she is a flaming whore. Good Lord, she's making eyeballs at the preacher every time we turn around. Just filth. Good to see you. You bless your heart. Love you. We'll see you Sunday. Bet you we will underneath the fucking pews if you peek right. Oh my God. Like this is so fucking Southern, even though it's Colorado. This is so fucking rural, or I'm sorry, as Lauren Boebert would put it, rural. It's so rural, y'all. Just fucking, you can't make your point politically without like, by the way, she's into that slap and tickle around here, so I don't even know why Jesus Christ. So, yeah, the lady's very upset.
Just keep collecting your taxpayer money.
Sorry, my what?
Lauren,
Hold on. My taxpayer money?
Just keep collecting your taxpayer money.
Your taxpayer money. Okay. I'm not familiar with that. If that's some sort of like I've heard of the slip and tickle, but not the tickle and slip. Maybe that's what they call it in Colorado. The tickle and slap. Right? I live in rural Ohio for a bit. Yeah, right? Doc, and you it's no surprise that MTG and Boebert got into this kind of like weird, you little bitch, shit talk fight that they had, which is just so fucking countrified. It's embarrassing. And as someone who grew up white trash, I'm allowed to talk about it. So that's exactly what it is. Fucking lame. It's what we call low rent. Or in the modern era, low res, which is, I think, the digital 8-bit version of low rent. So, yeah, eggnog talk. That's the eggnog talking. That's right. That's totally true. Anyway, so that's, ladies and gentlemen, I do give you the Lauren Boebert saga.